You guys, it's the kid, 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 it's the kid. We're here in the game. Here in the game for this little live show breakdown where we're going to talk about, of course, Lewandowski, the whole Lewandowski Bayern Munich situation. And as well as that, we're also going to talk about Haaland, where Haaland ends up. So really, it's a whole Bayern Munich situation of Lewandowski saying that he wants to leave. Where could he potentially go? Haaland, is Haaland going to be the replacement? Does Haaland go to Real Madrid or does he go to Bayern Munich? And then we'll then obviously try and break things down and talk about, yes, that's UEFA Men's Player of the Year. So we are going to hopefully be joined by your boy, Red Devil Studio, but we are joined here by Mr. Puya Football to give the Bayern Munich perspective here, man. So shout out to you, Mr. Hokash, man. What up, bro?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
So all good.
All right, yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah, man, cool, yeah. So look, man, let's just get straight into it, man. So we were hearing hints about this. We're hearing hints about this, that, Lewandowski may be thinking of leaving, but there was nothing really concrete. There was nothing really fully concrete, so there was nothing to really sort of sink your teeth into. It was only just rumors. And as we know with the Cristiano thing and so forth, you can't really rely on Twitter or rely on online chats and so forth. But again, this came from Sky Sports, which said that Lewandowski wants to try and look for a new challenge, And for me, I think it makes sense. So before we sort of break things down, before I give it to you, my thing here is I can understand Lewandowski wanting to leave Bayern Munich because I always felt that he was a guy that even before 2020, he knew that my legacy in the Bundesliga is already set. I've already done everything that I can here, and I'm already going to be a legend within the German league. So I'll just only be adding to my legacy. So really, what everything is about is what really pops off for me in the UCL. And I felt that until he won that Champions League, did he realize that, I can now pop off and really say what's up. So for you in particular, man, I mean, what is your response with regards to Lewandowski saying that he wants to take his talents away from Bayern Munich, man?
I don't blame him. Like, if he wants to be, Lewandowski is a guy who he plays for the team, but he always has had that like self-worth and knows that he needs to set his legacy in stone. And like you just said, what else does he have to do in the Bundesliga? Like, be top assister? Like, that's not his job. That's Thomas Muller's job.
But my thing, though, is that let's look at it from a different angle. You could say that Bayern have given you everything. It is one of the best-run clubs in the world. Why don't you retire here? Why don't you spend all of your playing days here and just continue to add to your legacy?
That's true. But like, we've already given him so much, right? Like, we have him on the highest contract at the club. We've given him the hospitality all the times. He's failed us a couple times in the Champions League when we were real contenders in those big games, and we've given him that time. And he finally delivered in that 2020 season, and he couldn't do it last season because he got injured at a key moment, which sucked. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't blame him. Like, if you want to set your legacy in stone, even though Bayern has done so much for you and have been patient with you, fine. But at least, like, give us this season. Don't leave, like, right now when you've already started this season. I don't see that happening. So just stay this season and let us get our striker situation figured out. He at least owes that to the club to stay this season.
Oh, no, see, for me, I think that there is pretty much, I'd almost argue there's like a 0% chance of him leaving this summer. Forget the whole, even if it was feasible, because we still have a few weeks left, even if it was feasible, even if, let's say, there was like a deal on the table for him, let's say Real Madrid say, we have a deal for you, we've got the money. Out of respect, Lewandowski will be, I can't just leave you hanging because I can't just leave Bayern Munich with Choupo-Moting. And yes, I do mean to cause offense to Choupo-Moting. So I can just leave it with a guy called Choupo. So he will definitely be like, no, I'm only going to leave so that you guys can get a replacement for me. But see, here's my thinking, because this is going to be a void. Because let's look at before Lewandowski. Before Lewandowski was Mandzukic, who I think Mandzukic is extremely underrated. I think that
if you think about it, back then he was a young guy, but we had Robin and Ribery. So
no. Before I even I was going to get there. So
yeah.
I'm just focusing on the strikers. Just look at the situation. So before Lewandowski, the striker role was Mandzukic. Now he didn't score as many goals as Lewandowski did, but Mandzukic is one of the most underrated big time strikers there is. Almost every big game, Mandzukic would always find a way of showing up.
But Real Madrid.
Yeah, 100%. So, but even if he didn't give you all those goals, what did you have? As you just said, you had Robin and you had Ribery. You had one of the best wingers of his generation, and you had one of the most clutch sharpshooters out there. And also the goals were spread around.
Yeah.
The issue here is, so obviously once Robin and Ribery left, they were almost irreplaceable. Yeah. So what you lost in the Robin and Ribery, you gained in this goal machine that is Lewandowski. But the issue now lies for Bayern is, if you now, let's say you were to lose Lewandowski now, is you don't have the striker situation there. And what you have in the wingers is, I'm a huge fan of Leroy Sané. He's not really hit the ground running. Gnabry is a really good quality player, but Gnabry, Sané, all these guys, they are not what Robin and Ribery were.
Yeah.
So I think for Bayern Munich, it's hence why, like, hypothetical situation, if Lewandowski just somehow just said, no, I want to leave now, I want to first move now because I desperately just want to leave now, just for argument's sake, Bayern Munich would be in a very tough situation. Because yes, Muller can give a goal here and everything, but over the course of a season, specifically the UCL, I think what Lewandowski brings is super important. Hence why what Robin and Ribery brought was super, super important, and it would put too much strain and pressure on these guys. Again, look, we have the Champions as an example. I 1000% believe, I don't care what any PSG fan says, if Lewandowski played that game, Bayern beats PSG. If Bayern beats PSG and they're at full strength, they maybe beat Man City. And if Bayern make that final, bro, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to buy that Champions League winners jersey for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So, so my thing is, because before we even get to Haaland right now, let's say Lewandowski is to leave. Where do you think he goes? Because there are many potential destinations that could, and I think, and the thing about it is that almost anywhere that he goes, he's going to make them rapidly better. Because I can think of two possible ones. One is really realistic if things align. Another one is a bit up and down. But where do you think he sort of goes?
If all this came out last week, before the Lukaku stuff, I would have said number one place Chelsea, because in that deal we take Timo Werner plus some cash and you get Lewandowski. But listen, because Nagel, if there's one guy to get Timo back, it's Nagel.
Oh no, don't hurt me, please, you're paining me now. Oh. You see, wait. Have you watched that? Wait, shout out to everyone in the live chats. People in the live chat as well. Have you seen that film Back to the Future?
Yes.
I wish there was a DeLorean. Get inside that freaking DeLorean. Let's just rewind back a week or 2 weeks and say, Bram, hold your freaking horses. I am begging you, because in 1 or 2 weeks' time, Lewandowski is going to want to leave. You can then do a swap for Werner, and if there is one man who knows how to use Werner, it's your boy Nagelsmann.
Yeah,
and I'm sure you put him in there and you pair him up with Choupo-Moting or something, you may see a guy who could be very effective.
Yeah.
So you could have a situation like, do you know how mind-boggling that is? You could have a situation where Chelsea could somehow swap Lewandowski with swap Werner for Lewandowski.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, if Chelsea never bought Lukaku, that would actually be a realistic outcome, in my opinion. If Chelsea did not sign Lukaku, I swear that could have been a realistic. That was realistic. But you guys have Lukaku now, so that was kind of like my number one choice. I guess the other choices are the only two options for me are Man City, because they haven't signed Harry Kane for that disgusting amount of money. I hope they don't, just for their fans' sake. They just spent 100 million on Grealish, a fouling merchant. Like, and then the other place is Madrid. Those are the only two clubs in my opinion.
But see, so what if I throw in PSG? And here's my thing. Let's say, because let's just cook it up. Mbappe wants to leave.
Yeah.
So Mbappe leaves. And they say, Icardi, thanks, but we don't want an adulterer in our squad.
Yeah.
So you get rid of the adulterer, you get rid of Donatello, and then what you now have is Lewandowski as striker, and you have
Messi.
Neymar on one side, Di Maria on one side, and Messi in a free role, or Messi and Neymar in by Lewandowski. Because I tell you this right now, see, Eminem, I don't know what's going to happen with Eminem.
Yeah. That's not 100%. Mbappe could leave, in my opinion. That's not 100%.
Oh no, 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 Mbappe, he's staying. He's staying. He's staying. So, but I'm saying is that look, Eminem, I don't know, bro. If you show me Lewandowski, Neymar, and Messi, that cannot be beaten. It's game. Like game over. Like that's it. It's game.
That would surpass MSN for me, in my opinion. That surpasses MSN. I think they could do better than MSN if that were.
Bro, I'm telling you this right. It could,
dude.
It's cool because Lewandowski is still popping off right now. He's still popping off right now.
Yeah.
So my thing is that if you put in this Lewandowski right here, Messi hasn't slowed down. This is Neymar's peak.
Yeah. That's the thing with Lewandowski, though. People say, "Oh, he's 32." From something I've learned from Lewandowski, this guy takes care of himself off the field. This guy doesn't have 1 or 2 years left. This guy seriously has like 3, 4, 5 years left in him. Like, he's not slowing down anytime soon, in my opinion. So, like, if a team wants him and they have to pay a little more, it's worth the money, in my opinion, because he's popping off and he's going to keep popping off.
So my thing is, let me, from going to the Bayern perspective, is Lewandowski replaceable? Goal record, 9 goals in 10, 12 minutes, a guy who has just redefined the goal scoring in the Bundesliga. Is it a case of where he can't be what he does, he can't be replaced, or anybody is replaceable?
There's only one guy that could replace him. It's Erling. That's the only guy. But the thing is, from the Bayern perspective, the way their pay structure is built, they won't get Erling Haaland next year on that 70 million. There's going to be too many teams after him. I don't think so. The way the pay structure.
So you're saying that you don't think Madrid can get Haaland?
I think they can take Haaland away from Bayern, in my opinion. The Bayern pay structure is we're having a lot of problems. Why hasn't Goretzka signed a contract? Why is Kingsley Coman asking for money? Kimmich's contract extension is delayed. It's because their pay structure is this, right? It's like your player class. Tier 1 is 20 million, right? That's Neuer. That's Lewandowski. That's Muller.
Yeah.
That's Leroy Sané. Kimmich is new contract. He's supposed to be in that tier. Right now we have Leon Goretzka who wants to get into like tier 2, upper tier 2. So we have a cap. No one can make more than 20 million on salary. A guy like Erling Haaland, the shirt sales he would bring, the player, the years he could give you, he wants to make more than 20 million. So that's a big, big obstacle if we want to get him for 70 million after this season.
But my thing is, because see now this is where things that can get very tricky, because there's almost this assumption that, hey, look at how things have done. I mean, what's it called? Bayern have always taken guys from Dortmund. They took Mario Götze, they took Lewandowski, and it's almost like a rite of passage. That's okay. If you're a major Dortmund star, you will eventually find your way to Bayern Munich. But it's like Haaland is different, because remember that summer he was vetting out guys, Madrid, Barcelona, and so forth. Barcelona, I don't think they're in a whole different financial situation now, because it is true. Yeah, they're screwed, because if you are Haaland and it's between Bayern and Real, you see, because my thing is that Lewandowski at that time, Real Madrid was not even an option, and this is why Real Madrid is the ultimate ace in the hole. like whenever Real Madrid enters the charts, like nobody rejects Real Madrid. You know,
there's just
it's
that.
like
There's just that. It's like there's those three clubs. In my opinion, it's like Bayern, Barcelona, Madrid, Man U. Like those kinds of clubs. No matter where those teams are, you gotta listen. Those are the big clubs. Those are the historical clubs. Those
Man United are you United?
I think so. I mean, the history right now, maybe not, but there are like a lot of players listen to Man United when them. Why is Sancho there? I hate that Sancho's at Man United, but why is he there?
He's English.
They have that.
No, because
and he's English, but
because see, my thing is that I've never understood that notion of the history of a club and what it's done. Okay, that's cool, but I believe in relevance. For me, my thing is, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me this year? Last year, last 2 years. And as of right now, I can't put United in the same conversation as a Bayern, Barcelona, or Real Madrid, who consistently are winning trophies. And okay, Barcelona right now, maybe not through, but if you're a Bayern or Real Madrid, you are each year actively competing for the UCL.
Yeah.
You know, so my thing is, if you're Haaland, I do believe that Barcelona, frankly, we've got to take them out of there. PSG, I don't think that's on the card. I think PSG may be looking for Cristiano. It really is Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. So if you are Bayern Munich and Haaland wants X, do you still stubbornly stick by your wage structure?
I wouldn't. But the thing is, Bayern is built on these principles that they don't go back on, which is why I love the club. But in a situation like this, where we need that world-class striker because we don't have a Robin Ribéry, it's worth it. It's worth it for me. It's not like if Erling were to go to Bayern, I don't think he stays there 10 years. I think this is just another developmental step because Bayern's we have great strikers, a history of great strikers. Gerd Muller, the late Gerd Muller, who just passed away. Jurgen Klinsmann. Elber in the early 2000s. Mandzukic, we kind of built him up. Jurgen Klinsmann. We've always had these great strikers. But I would give him whatever money he wants because this kid's a beast. I haven't seen a goal scorer at this age ever. I'm only 20, but from what I've seen, I've never seen someone like this guy. Never. Mbappe is the only guy that kind of comes close, but this guy's different. I think he's going to be greater than Mbappe. But
all right, so let me just take some of these dubs. From LL Locking, who supports United, by the way. So this is a United fan. So when has your club won a major trophy? When has your club won a major trophy? That's what I want to know. When has your club won a major? When last did your club win a major trophy? Just a reminder that Mbappe flopped versus Switzerland. But why didn't you mention Mbappe in the World Cup? Tell the full story. Tell me what Mbappe did at the World Cup, and also tell me when your club won a major trophy. Please tell me when your Bombers club won a major trophy. From Abdul says Modric better passer. 09 semi still hotting. Abdul, I'll see you on Sunday. Abdul, we're going to have the debate on Sunday. Iniesta, Modric will have the debate on Sunday. Also, guys, shout out to the guy who dropped a dub for me in the catch up. I'll probably say his name right now. I'm very soon, man. But yeah, guys, remember, guys, drop a like, subscribe, subscribe, and also United fans, your club is trash, man. Just wanted to put that out there. So let's let's just cool off Lewandowski. So let's say Lewandowski is leaving. He's gone.
Yeah.
Where do you think he ends up?
If he were to leave right now, I think Man City abandon Kane and they go all in. I think he ends up at Man City.
You see, my thing is that bro, I'm saying this right now. You see, if you're Man City, I say you hold up with Harry Kane.
Because no way.
No, wait, what?
For Harry Kane, Levy's asking for 160 million when you could get Lewandowski for way cheaper right now. No way. You hold up on Harry Kane. Go stat. Go stat.
You're sweating for 160, 150 for Harry Kane, and you could get one of the best strikers of his generation for 100 or for less than Kane. You can say, Levy, keep that tree trunk. keep that freaking tree trunk. Please keep that. Let the squirrel say what's with that freaking tree trunk. You go all. You see, this is the worst thing that could have happened to Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Worst thing. Because Kane is like, oh my God, Levy, you prick. You prick. Because if you're City right now, hold up. You say, whoa. Hold up. Let's really feel out this whole Lewandowski thing. Because I'll tell you this right now. See, if Kane joins Man City, Premier League is going to be difficult. UCL, dude, is a major game flop.
Yep.
If Lewandowski joins Man City under Pep,
I don't want to know. Lewandowski can be the cure to love in the CL, in my opinion, but that's another conversation.
I mean, because there are questions as to like, is Haaland a Pep kind of striker? Is Kane a Pep kind of striker? Lewandowski, obviously, like the strength of Lewandowski is how good he is on the ball. Mm-hmm. So he's a guy that can fit into what Pep wants like a freaking glove, like a complete freak. Like he can just fit in beautifully, just like a freaking glove. So Lewandowski under Pep in that City team with freaking De Bruyne giving him passes and so forth, bro, man. I think that's the UCL. I think that's the UCL dub.
And if
like,
they don't win
that would be lethal.
If they don't win it with Lewandowski,
he has to give back. Well, since 09 doesn't count, he's got to give back his 2011 medal.
Yeah,
100%. Like he's going to donate that to charity or put it to UEFA museum. Like, because see, it's already embarrassing that you've not been able to get those trophies. But you have to do that. But back to Bayern, because before we go to Haaland, man. So Bayern, I mean, if you're losing Lewandowski, okay, what do you think would be a bigger loss? As in how much it would affect the team? Losing Lewandowski or when you lost Robin and Ribery?
I think losing Lewandowski would be losing Lewandowski now would be worse than when we lost Robin Ribery 2 years ago. A lot worse. Because we still had Lewandowski when Robin and Ribery left. Right now, we have Gnabry, Sane, and Coman, who aren't exactly popping off like they were a year and a half ago. So we would be left with wingers on half-decent form and Sane with no confidence, and we'd be left with Choupo-Moting. That's dire. That's bad.
I mean, you see, my thing is, but you're in a real situation now, because I am not sure, because I know Bayern Munich are completely devout to their wage structure completely. They literally stick to it, and I don't feel that they're going to break it for Haaland. So let's just create a scenario that Lewandowski leaves and Haaland joins Real Madrid. Bayern Munich are in a very difficult situation, because once Robin and Ribery left, Lewandowski was coming in. But now that you not take Lewandowski away, there is no replacement.
And if you think about it, out there, besides Erling, like, who really is world-class? I think
there's no one.
There's Lewandowski, Erling, Kane, but he's not a big game player. We've seen that over and over and over again.
No. Like, you see, that's why it now falls to... See, and now they may now have to think that, now we now need those inside forwards to now really take the games to the next level.
But can they? I've never seen Coman who could get to that Robin Ribery level. Not. I think Sane can, but the guy, every time he gets the ball nowadays, he tries it, he loses it. He has no confidence.
Because Sane, see, look, Sane, this guy is super. I don't care what I said. The guy is a super talented player, but football is very complicated. Like, Riquelme, one of the most talented midfielders of all time, he didn't do well at Barcelona. It didn't work out. So it doesn't make he's a worse player, but sometimes it doesn't work out. So I think you may say to yourself that maybe, like, look, it's barely the start of the season. So you now have to now see what can Nagelsmann do to really get the best out of Sane, because Sane is a world-class, outstanding player waiting to pop up. We know the guy's ability because we know what this guy has done for Germany, specifically what he's done for Man City. So I do think that there is a possibility for Sané to go crazy. But my thing is, can Sané, Coman, or Gnabry do what? Because Robin was different. Robin was a different beast. Like, the guy was a sniper. He sniped. The guy was ruthless. So, and I'm not sure I see that. Because look, Coman is a quality player. He has easily improved, but I don't see that cold-blooded beast. Not cold-blooded beast that your boy Robin was.
I agree.
Robin was different. So my thing is that Bayern, they need somebody because they need somewhat of a replacement, because I don't think Sané, Coman, and all this. Because let's say Lewandowski leaves, Bayern don't get that dude. I now think that it now really. So here's the thing, because I still think Bayern have the Bundesliga on lock, because let's say Lewandowski leaves, you don't get Haaland, but Haaland joins Real Madrid. Okay, Bayern don't get the replacement, but that means you weaken Dortmund even more greatly. And that dude Malen that they got from PSV, I don't know who the hell that is. So,
not good.
But my thing is about the UCL.
Yeah.
So that Champions League becomes even more strategic, because you've now seen. Look, we saw it. Bayern competed greatly against PSG. They stood toe to toe, but just that extra edge was what a Lewandowski gives you. So missing that extra edge, which is what a Ribery was, Robin was, Lewandowski was, puts Bayern in a very serious situation. So it goes out to the point of, if Bayern realizes, because Bayern have a dilemma. We have to stick to our ethos of wage structure, but at the same time, we are Bayern Munich. We're one of the biggest clubs in the world, and we have to always compete and be competitive every season. Now, Nagelsmann could say that I believe that in my powers of a coach and a manager, with these players we have, we can still pop off in the UCL. But I just feel that Bayern are still going to find it very difficult to get over the hump without that superstar special player if they meet a Man City or a PSG. Or maybe
that's just the case where if you take 60 goals out of a team, most likely they're not going to do well right away. Like Real Madrid, they haven't been the best since Ronaldo left. It's only natural. That's why they have to break the bank for the only guy that can do the job, which is Erling Haaland. That's the only guy. That's why they need to break the bank for this guy. Who cares? Give him $30 million a year. This guy, he's the only guy that can replace Lewandowski. I don't want Kane. Timo Werner, sure. That's a gamble. Who knows if Nagelsmann can get his confidence back? There's people like Isak, Vlahovic, but it's only Erling. And that's the only one I want. I only want Erling. It's hard.
So do you see a scenario, any scenario in which they actually offer Haaland that crazy, basically where he offers Haaland what he wants. They offer Haaland what he wants. Do you think Bayern would break their structure, or you just don't see it happening?
I mean, it has to be. It's hard because if there's something I've learned being a Bayern fan this past decade and a half, it's that they're stubborn. They're so stubborn on these kinds of things. They'll never have a player like what happened at Barcelona, Messi. They'll never let a player become bigger than the club. Not Muller, not this legendary guy Muller that's in the team right now. No way they'll give him even a penny over 20 million. It's hard, even if it's just a little bit. I would say no. No, they wouldn't. It's what their club is built around.
So also, your boy iTest Merchant says that he's bored of playing in the Uber Eats League. I think he's referring to the Bundesliga there. I don't know. I think bored is a bit too harsh a term. I don't think you would say he's bored. He just wants a new challenge because he's done everything. He's broken all the records. He's won all of the titles, but specifically, he won the Champions League and of course the as well. So you see, for Haaland, you see, my thing is, so where do you believe Haaland goes? So do you believe that it's Real Madrid, or do you feel that there is a possibility? Because everyone is assuming Real Madrid, because what I'm hearing, which I doubt will happen, what I'm hearing is they get Haaland and Mbappe next summer. So they get Mbappe on a free, and they get Haaland for 70 mil.
I hope that's not true. I don't want that to happen. No. But are you saying where I think he'll end up if he were to leave this summer or next summer on 70 million?
No. Next summer. So next summer, where do you think he ends up?
I think there's only two options. There's only Madrid and Bayern.
People in the chat are saying Man United.
Okay, that's true. Does he want to go to Man United? It depends on, I guess.
No, he doesn't want to go to Man United. He doesn't.
But what if they've got a decent? What if they do something this year? That it's
like what? But yeah, their manager is Gollum. Okay, their manager is Samwise. Their manager is Bilbo Baggins. Like, don't be fooled by this talk you see on Twitter and so forth. It's a talented team. Their manager is not winning them any sort of trophy. That's not happening. So it's okay. Like, so don't even put. They're not winning. They're not sniffing a trophy this year. They're not sniffing a trophy this year. So I don't say people say United is. I don't understand how United gets into the conversation when Haaland is one of the most highly touted strikers in the world. And he obviously wants to go to a place where he wants to win trophies, because him going to United is the same as him being at Dortmund, except you're going to win less trophies. So he has to go to a place where, okay, I'm now being put at the biggest, highest stage possible, which isn't United. United are not an elite club. So for me, I think that it is between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. But we know how Perez rolls. Perez is like, he is the ultimate Galactical guy. So he's like, bro, whatever you want, we can offer you that, and we can offer you that more than so. And you will be treated as such. You'll be treated as a big-time player. So, and I just feel, I don't know how you feel, I just feel that psychologically, mentally, Haaland really probably wants that move to Real Madrid more so than Bayern Munich.
It's hard to disagree. But the one thing I'd say Bayern have going their way is, does he want to go to a club where if he has a couple bad games, he won't be appreciated? Perez is talking behind his back and all this. Or the only thing Bayern, does he want to go to Bayern where he'll be taken care of? If anything goes wrong, the fans will back him all the way. That's the only thing, in my opinion, Bayern has going for them. If they were to challenge Madrid for his signature. I guess another thing is, I know a couple of years ago his dad offered Erling to Bayern, but he wasn't going to get any game time with Lewandowski, because we never played double striker, and we do it goes terribly. So
so wait, I just want to address some chatter in the live chat. I am not anti-United. I'm not anti-United. I'm just speaking facts. Man United made 2 really good transfers in Sancho and Varane, 100%. And United have an opportunity. Like, United's chance of signing Haaland is the connection between Solskjaer and Haaland. Him coaching him when he was young and them both being Norwegian. So it's clear. But let's keep it real. A guy who is considered one of the best strikers in the world isn't going to go to Man United. That makes no sense. Sancho is a quality player. Sancho is not considered one of the best players in the position in the world. He's a good, young, up-and-coming player. Varane isn't considered one of the best defenders in the world, but he's still a legacy defender. Haaland is the hottest name right now. So the hottest name right now has to go to the most elite clubs. And right now, when you think of elite, you think of Real Madrid, you think of Bayern Munich, you think of PSG, you think of Man City. You don't think of Man United. So that's just so that's just being real. Like, so it's not me being insulting and so forth. United just aren't a team that you would call elite, because you can't call a team elite when you've not won a trophy the last 3-4 years. I mean, Poya, am I being too harsh or wrong? I mean,
no, you can't. You haven't won a league title in almost a decade. You haven't came close. You've gotten second, but you've been off by 20 points. Come on. You're not the Champions League. You guys bricked it against Leipzig 2 years ago.
As we thank you for the dub, who says, doesn't Haaland's dad hate Man United?
His dad played for City, right?
Yeah. His dad played for Man City. But it's one of those things that I don't think that hate is that deep, because I think that the fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the fact that Solskjaer is a fellow Norwegian and so forth will easily offset us. He may have hated Man United when they were playing, but I think beyond that, I don't think he will really. I don't think he will hold on to any kind of those grudges, bro. Like holding on to those grudges like that is not going to happen.
Yeah.
So. All right. So look, let's now deal with I want us to now deal with this men's situation. So the UEFA Men's Player of the Year. So which was Kante, Jorginho, and
De Bruyne.
Your boy De Bruyne. So first off, what do you think of those nominees? In your view, are those the right nominees?
I think you've always got to have a player from the Champions League winners. Chelsea's got 2, deservingly so. After what Jorginho did in the Euros, I think it's justified, right? De Bruyne, I saw you on Twitter. You don't agree, and I would agree. Like, what did De Bruyne do in the Champions League? I can't remember what he did outstandingly, and he scored like a banger against Mönchengladbach, but they won like 7-2.
Oh no, okay. You know what? In fairness for De Bruyne, he had a disaster class in the CL final, and of course, he didn't really do much at the Euros apart from that game against Denmark. But what you'll have to give De Bruyne is he was critical in both legs against Dortmund. So I think he provided key assists in both of those legs against. No, he scored a goal and an assist in the first leg, and I think he produced an assist in the second leg. And I think in the game against PSG, he provided that pass that obviously, basically, I think he scored the pass that very much messed up everyone against PSG in the first leg, and I think in the second leg he led like the counter attack that led to the. So I can roll with that for your boy. So you know what he said what's up to that day. Agree there, man. But
I don't think you should win it though.
No. De Bruyne, he shouldn't even part of the whole thing. So wait, just quick, shout out to your boy John Brown, man, who dropped a dub for me at the Cash App, man. John Brown, thank you for that Cash App donation, Mr. John Brown. Thank you, bro, man. So what's it called? And also shout out to members, Patreon members out there. Shout out to you guys, man. Thanks for the support. Thank you for the Patreon members, man. Thank you guys. You see, my thing is that De Bruyne isn't even up for this discussion. He's not even part of the whole thing.
Wait, but who votes for this award? I always forget every year.
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it might be a panel. I don't think it's fans though. I think it might be like a UEFA panel.
Fans, just give it to Kante right now if it's just fans.
You see, here comes obviously we'll discuss this much more on Saturday, but this is my take on the whole Kante Jorginho, because it's between Kante and Jorginho. People can say the argument for Jorginho is, hey, he won the Euros, he won the Super Cup, and he won the Champions League. So give it to him. Kante, he won the Champions League. He didn't really win. He didn't win the Euros. Now, so Jorginho, 3 trophies beats 2 trophies. I'm like, cool. But this is the perfect way that I explain it. If you take Jorginho out of Chelsea, do they still win the Champions League? I believe so.
Yeah.
If you take Jorginho out of Italy, do they still win the Euros? I still believe so.
If you take Kante out of Chelsea,
hell no.
You're not in the semifinals. You're not in the finals.
We don't. Like even if Chelsea get to the semifinals, they don't beat Real Madrid without Kante.
Yeah,
they don't. Like Kante was without Kante, Chelsea don't win the Champions League. He was too important defensively, attacking wise, holding the ball, breaking down plays, disrupting what the opposition was doing, taking them out of their game. He was too important. So by that virtue, yes, you have to acknowledge Jorginho being very successful and being part of successful teams and playing his role. He played his role, but Jorginho wasn't critical.
Yeah.
Wasn't critical to Italy winning. Like for Italy, the critical members were guys like Verratti, Chiellini, Bonucci, Donnarumma. Those guys were critical. For Chelsea, the guys who were critical where you look at, before you get to Jorginho, you have to look at Kante, you have to look at Mount, you got to look at Rudiger, you have to look at Mendy. Those are guys who were critical guys before you even get to a Jorginho. So
Yeah.
My thing is, you have to give it to Kante. Because obviously what holds Kante back is
the Euros.
The Euros.
Yeah.
Because look, it's a complex argument because you say that, okay, this is of the year. If you're saying of the year, De Bruyne has maybe a stronger case for the whole year because Kante and Jorginho did not play as well over the year because remember, Chelsea had a freaking tyrant as manager for a while, so they weren't able to say what's up for that year. So the thing that you now have though is for the given year, you could say that De Bruyne pretty much says what's up for the given year. But what you have though is the fact that Kante and Jorginho are there means that the big games have extra weighting.
Yeah.
The big games have extra weighting. So people can say, oh, but Kante only showed up for like 2-3 games. Yeah, but those are like the 2-3 biggest games of the year.
Yeah.
Those years were brought. So the very fact that Jorginho and Kante are even in the running is because of the extra weighting that they have and what they did in those the biggest games. And the issue is Chelsea won the Champions League, and one of their most important players for that was Kante. Kante was critical to that. So it's a tricky one. I mean, so for you, Puya, who would you go for and why?
I would go for Kante because when I think of that Champions League last year, and I think of at the end, and I think of the big boy performances, man, when I was watching that Real Madrid game, every time Real Madrid were attacking, Kante was there disrupting it and starting the counterattack. That guy, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He was everywhere. It was like he was rolling back the years. He was entering his prime again, and it was just crazy to me. Now, De Bruyne, he was also influential throughout the knockout stages, but in the final, you've been saying, he dropped a disaster class. It was bad. And then Jorginho, this is why it's so interesting, because Jorginho, he's won the Euros and the Champions League, but if you take him out of those teams, most likely they still win those competitions. So in this case, I think you go with you need to look back at the impactful performances and who made the most impact, who was the most important for their team. It was Kante, and I don't think it's even close. It has to be given to Kante.
So Red Devil man, welcome, bro.
Apologies. I was doing a Serie A preview on the channel. So
all right, shut up, man. Red Devil, shut up, man. So men's UEFA Player of the Year, Jorginho, De Bruyne, and Kante, man. Who do you roll with and why for the winner?
Are those the top three?
Yeah, De Bruyne, Kante, and Jorginho.
Where's Messi?
You see, I think it's for European players.
No, Messi was number 4, and then Lewandowski was number 5 in the ranking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could look up the top 10.
Oh,
let me
see.
Ronaldo was like number 9.
What? Ronaldo was number 9. That's him. That's.
Are you able to share it, HH? So you can see.
Well, I mean, like, I can't share the fullest, but I'll share you what I have. But this is what I have at the moment. MC nominees. So those are the boys, man.
Why is De Bruyne there?
Yeah, I mean, see, the De Bruyne thing. See, De Bruyne thing is wild. But I really think that people really like De Bruyne. I think the guy maybe has. So yeah, so
is this just based on the Champions League or just the domestic leagues as well?
I have no idea. So basically,
domestic leagues. Then why?
So number 4 is Messi. 5th was Lewandowski. 6th was Donnarumma. 7th was Mbappe. 8th Sterling. 9th Cristiano. 10th Haaland.
What? How can Lewandowski be behind De Bruyne? I need an explanation for that, please.
So actually no. So basically, I think they actually give like an explanation. So say for Kevin De Bruyne, runners up for this award 12 months ago, the Belgian picked up where he left off as he inspired City to the Premier League's title and through to the Champions League final, where a facial injury forced him off. No, he ran into Rudiger's shoulder and he just dropped a disaster class.
And he was injured for several months while Ilkay was scoring the goals.
There we go. He didn't lead anything. So Jorginho, this says, became only the 10th player to win the European Cup and the Euro in the same year, starting every Euro 2020 game for Italy, having missed just one in the Blues' run to the Champions League glory. For N'Golo Kante, finished the Champions League season like a train, with player of the match performances in both legs of Chelsea semi-final win against Real Madrid and then the final against City.
How is Messi even above? I don't even. And HH, you know the glaring omission from the top 10. The glaring omission. You know the glaring omission from the top 10. Who should be here?
Oh God, who?
Benzema.
Oh my God!
In the top 10 at all. Where's Benzema?
Sterling over Benzema.
He's not mentioned at all. Come on.
They put Sterling over Benzema.
They put Sterling over Benzema. Come on. I can't take this seriously. I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh
Benzema
my!
should at least be in the top 10. For what he did.
Bro.
I know they didn't win anything, but still, based on what he achieved, it's nah.
You see, this is why we need to understand what is the criteria. Hence why, you see, the fact that Benzema isn't even in the top 10 leads me to believe that they may give this to Jorginho.
But HH, what did Mbappe win this season?
Easy.
No.
He's the product.
Oh no, he didn't win Liga.
Based on criteria, the criteria is trophies. Like, are you telling me that Mbappe was more effective at PSG than Benzema was? Benzema took Real Madrid to at least PSG was the semi as well, but with the team that we was in and the goals he was scored.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
If it's based on trophies, then why is Mbappe fifth and Benzema's not mentioned at all? Because Mbappe won it. Was it they won that French Super Cup or something? Is that?
That is wild, man. No, because see, my thing is that's why. See, just thinking the fact that Benzema isn't on the list leads me to believe that they may give this to Jorginho.
No,
because if you're just going via by trophies and so forth, they may just go for. See, the thing that I think will receive the most and best reaction is if you give it to Kante, because I think Kante is the people's choice.
Yeah.
So if you want to be cool and you want to be popular, give it to Kante. But if you want to just go via just, hey, trophies and so forth, you give it to Jorginho. De Bruyne doesn't have a freaking chance. Well, let me just hit this one. So from your boy, 88th Boss Up, who says, KDB, thank you for the dub. 88th Boss Up, thank you for the dub. Says KDB is not as instrumental as to City as Kante was to Chelsea within the UCL. Gundogan was carrying City for most of the season. Exactly. And head on Kante over KDB. Oh, no, look for me. KDB shouldn't be in this top 3. Like, he has zero chance of winning this whole thing, but beyond that, he shouldn't even be in this freaking top 3 because it's like, if you want to look at City's key player, it was probably Ilkay Gundogan. You know? And if you want to look at the Champions League, Mahrez was saying what's up. You know? So I don't understand.
Diaz was pretty influential for Man City. Yeah,
Bruno Diaz was. So I don't even know how De Bruyne being on this, it makes no sense.
No, I don't know.
Like that literally makes no sense for him being there, because it's like, because my thing is, remember, we even saw it. I think it was the 98-point season where De Bruyne was injured for the whole season, but City still won the league. De Bruyne is one of City's best players. He seems critical to Man City. It's not a case of where, or if De Bruyne doesn't play, City can't function. You know, Kante is the life, heart, and soul of Chelsea. You know, so, but here's the argument though: is hence why whenever I ask people about this stuff is how, see, I'm a moments merchant. So I will always weigh moments heavier than consistency. So my thing is, so ready to ask you, so if, let's say you were like an invigilator for this whole thing, what would your criteria be? Would it be how consistent you were throughout the whole year? How many trophies you won? How well you played in the biggest games? How would you do it?
Certainly, I think that availability has got to be a thing. So, like, how many games, how many times were you actually available for your squad? That's what, based on that alone, KDB will be out because you can't judge someone. Okay, so let's say, for example, you were out for most of the season and then you balled in the Champions League final for like a month. I wouldn't put you on the podium because I'm like, you need to be available for the majority of the season to show the impact you have on the team. Maybe let's say at minimum like 3/4 of the season. Okay. But, you know, like more just under that or thereabouts. So for me, availability is definitely key because it's not fair to put a player who has been out for a while and then just comes in and does a good 1 or 2 months versus someone who's been consistent and carried and helped the team get into that position. And then you ignore those players. Like, for example, Ilkay, you know, oh yeah, I'm just going to ignore the fact that Ilkay scored those goals to get City to where they were. Yeah, that's nonsense. De Bruyne that's not fair in my opinion. So for me, that's the most important thing. And then, okay, yeah, trophies and, you know, whether domestic, Europa League, and then obviously how that individual players impacted the team. If you take that player out of that team, and this is my argument against Jorginho, does that team still achieve what they were going to achieve? And with Jorginho, I still think if you take him out, Italy and Chelsea still win.
For sure.
If you take Kante out, as we saw in the last game of the season against Villa, when he wasn't playing, bad things happen. So
very bad things.
Very bad things could have happened if. So, yeah, no, that would be my criteria anyway.
So okay. So who would you choose then? If it's these three, who would you choose and why?
It'll be Kante. It'll be Kante.
No. Not who will be. Who would you choose? If it was down to you, who would you choose? If these are the three you have to choose from.
Oh, so I've got to choose from these three. No other player. Okay.
Yeah, just these three.
Yes, I'm saying it'll be Kante. It'll be Kante for the reasons that I said. De Bruyne because he was barely available for most of the season, and Jorginho because I think that if you take Jorginho out of this Chelsea side and this Italian side, I still think they achieve what they need to achieve. But you move Kante from that squad, I don't even think they even get past Porto.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like you see, but
the thing is, I'm confused. I just looked it up. The voting for this is coaches and journalists. So I would expect coaches to be recognizing the players like Benzema.
Yeah,
but they didn't.
No. That Benzema thing is short. That makes no sense.
I don't get the lack of
that. Really makes because
no. The thing is, to answer the question, so like it's fine if you're gonna go by the trophy number. That's okay. So what I need someone to clarify is, but why is Mbappe fifth? And that's not a hating thing.
No. But no, it is true. Yeah, no, it makes sense. I know it makes sense. It makes sense.
What? And even in the CL, like it's not like he scored like yes, again he scored a hat-trick against Barca, but in terms of goal count, it wasn't like it was amazing. So I don't get why you can put Mbappe fifth and Benzema, who scored pretty much similar goals, you just ignore him. And I don't get it. I don't get that.
No, I mean, it's yeah. I think it just shows you that people view things differently because, like, throughout the season, I've been saying that man, Benzema, this guy's one of the best strikers in the world. He's one of the best players in the world, and this guy's performance is on a very high level. Because my thing is, when I'm judging an individual thing, for me, trophies doesn't really weigh the head because I'm like, how well did you perform over the course of the year? Hence why 2019, Messi, in my view, deservedly won over Van Dijk. Yeah, Van Dijk led and helped Liverpool win a Champions League, but Messi went bananas that year. He went complete bananas that year. And this isn't for, the individual who played well but also won his team trophies. No, the best individual performer of the year, full stop. So which individual performed the best in their role, in their position? Like, what's it called? I think even it's the year that Nedved won it, but like Juve didn't win the Champions League or anything. But it's like because he deserved it, you know.
What about Neymar? Because he's also not in this list or around this list at all. So should he not be at least in the conversation?
So wait, because let's just circle back real quick, man.
Okay.
So Haaland, we're talking about Haaland, and about where
United
he
bound
could.
next season, man. United bound. Just putting that out
No. No way.
So here's my thing, because see, people are saying that I'm anti-United, and this has become an anti-United channel.
Somewhat.
So,
Go on. Somewhat, but go on.
so my thing is, realistically speaking, not being biased, where do you actually see him rolling through?
Okay, I mean, so most credible sources say that Bayern aren't going to sell Lewandowski, so that's out of the mud.
But he's leaving though.
I don't know. If Lewandowski leaves in the upcoming season, it only makes sense that Haaland goes. I think that's the key development. If Lewandowski leaves de facto at the end of this coming season, I think Haaland will go to Bayern. I think that's just if he de facto does leave.
And why would he go to Bayern over Real Madrid? And also a good point that Puya made, who's like a Bayern fan. Bayern have a very, very strict wage structure. Hence why they're having issues with Goretzka signing a new contract. And based off their tradition and principle, they're not going to overpay for anyone. So if you have a club like Real Madrid who have a galactical tradition of like, bro, we're going to pay you like a superstar. And Bayern are like, no, you come in here and you just playing for Bayern Munich is already your success stuff. We're not going to now overpay you or pay you like a quote-unquote superstar.
I mean, I guess the only fear of discounting it is that like his agent is Mino Raiola, who and I don't know whether any Bayern have ever dealt with Mino Raiola clients. That's because you're right, the wage structure. The only thing I'd say,
we know of him. We know of him. That everyone knows that guy.
He's a clown.
He's a clown, bro.
But at the same time, like, because I remember because I was interviewed about like why he chose Dortmund over United, and he was saying that he just feel that you get more development at Dortmund than he would at United, and so there's a part of him that feels that does he feel that he'd maybe go to next level and get more development in the Bayern side, especially under Julian Nagelsmann, who because Real Madrid, whatever's Real Madrid, we still don't know what's Real Madrid and Barca are in a quite an unstable situation right now. We don't know whether Perez, if Ancelotti does a disaster class this season, then he's gone. It's very uncertain. Whereas Julian is clearly there for the long haul and is good at coaching young players. So if he's thinking I want to go to next level in my development, he might still think that Bayern is a better choice under Julian being there. And the fact that, to be honest, Bayern, he wants to win the big trophies, and Bayern are as good in a position as any to win the Champions League. Let's be real. I still think they would have beaten PSG if Lewandowski was fit, personally. So I don't think with the signings that PSG have made, they'll probably go for him. Will Real Madrid go for him?
Of course they're going to go for him. Like,
but I don't know. This financial thing in La Liga is really because
they say that's Real. Apparently, they say they've got like 120. Apparently, they have money. That's what I'm hearing. Apparently, they say they've got cash.
But they've apparently had money for several seasons now. They've not really made that, and especially with and I think the big thing here is that like his release clause is going to be 75 next season. So I guess Real Madrid can afford that. I think most clubs on Europe can afford it. I'm sure Chelsea can even afford it, maybe if they want to get Haaland and Lukaku together to do business. That's still a possibility. And United, of course, Oli did manage him. Oli is the one that unearthed Haaland.
But Reddit, how realistic is that? So to show that I'm not here being biased against United, you as a United fan, being objective, how realistic is it that one of the most highly rated strikers in the world would go to Manchester United in 2021, 2022?
Is Varane one of the best centre-backs in the world?
No.
Is Sancho one of the best right wingers in the world?
No.
Maybe.
I don't think you believe that.
No.
I don't think you believe that.
No. Sancho.
Your takes about Sancho, man. Go on.
No. I said I love Sancho and so forth and everything, but to pay, I just like how he plays. That's just maybe like a personal preference. But is he considered one of the best players in the world in his position? No. I just look, but I like how he plays.
So name me 5 right wingers in the world that are better than Sancho then. Right wingers.
Salah.
Okay.
Mahrez.
Okay.
Chiesa. You can argue because Di Maria plays on the right as well. You could even argue Mbappe as well. So there you go. Those are guys that play this position that I say are better.
After all the Salah hate that I heard, I'm not entirely.
Okay, wait, let me hit this. Shane says that it's cool that 2 devout Muslims made the top 3. Wait, Kante is Muslim. Who else is Muslim? Is Jorginho Muslim?
I don't think so.
I don't think
unless you're talking about the De Bruyne in that Twitter video.
Oh yeah. That was funny, bro. That was so funny.
That's what you're referring to.
I think that is, yeah.
That's what you're referring to, man.
No, because basically, because what's it called? I'm actually going to drop. Guys, do you know how epic that's? Do you know how epic that hangout was?
That was good.
Like because basically what I've done is that I've done like a compilation of all the best bits of that hangout, and I'll be dropping it tomorrow. So basically tomorrow I'm going to drop it because basically just like that thing was hilarious, man. That was hilarious. Also got so guys, everybody that says that the outro music I play on the hangout sounds like porn music and so forth, blame this dude. Shout out to Morgan Scragg. He's the guy that's composed the outro music and everything. So Morgan's, man, they say that the music sounds like porn music. So, I don't know what to say. And also shout out to my porn friends out there. See, they say OnlyFans, no more porn. So I'm not sure how Locatelli was funded, but So while we're here, let's circle back on this one. Your boy Lewandowski, man. You see, Puya made me cry. Red Devil, man. He made me cry. And sorry. Sorry, man, I did my best. I just can't do pod. Shut up, Marcus, man. Shut up, man. Bokeh, man. Shut up, man. Thanks for the hates, bro. Thank you for the hates. Thank you for the hates, man. You see, why are United fans so hateful? Why are these guys so freaking hateful, man? Also, Red Devil, Puya almost made me cry. And he almost made me cry because he said that if Chelsea had just waited, that a potential swap could have happened, Werner for Lewandowski. Because Nagelsmann knows Werner, and I think he's wanted Werner. Yep. So if Chelsea had waited, Chelsea could have swapped Lewandowski for Timo Werner.
Yep.
And it would have been fully possible. That's the thing. It's not even like what if, like it could have like.
It's like Chelsea and City kind of they were so desperate to get the signs. I mean, you think like City, spend 100 million, and then Messi becomes available, and they're like, oh. And it's the same thing like Chelsea, they spend 100 million on Lukaku, and then Lewandowski's available. So it's almost like you want to it's almost like both teams are saying we don't want to win the Champions League this season. Bayern, PSG, you go and do it. You go and win the CL for us. We're happy just being domestic merchants, and that's fine.
All right. So while we're here, I just want to do this, man. I don't want to do this, but I've got to roll with this, man. I want people to. Okay, wait, shit. See, because I've got to get this right, man. And I want you guys to know whether you know what this image is. And people in the live chat, please tell me whether you know what this image is. Do you know what this image is?
Oh my gosh.
Basically, from what I can tell, it's PDF. It's a PDF. Someone was telling me that. Is that Spurs lost to a PDF? Spurs lost to a PDF. You know those files you put on your computer? Spurs lost to a PDF file, man.
PDF FC.
That's.
Oh my gosh.
Those are Olympic, those are Olympic thing as well. Their badge. This is one of the teams from just came back from the Japan Olympics, man. Like, right,
yeah, just came back from Japan.
Just came back from Japan. Was like, right, okay. Let's just.
Yeah, it's true. PDF,
yeah, man.
PDF, man. So, guys, if you were living under a rock, the Europa Conference League is starting to pop off. The Europa Conference League is starting to pop off, and Tottenham Hotspur lost to these dudes, aka PDF. And you see, people's narrative of this is, all right, this now proves that we need the English tree trunk. But is that true? Is that true that they now need these dudes? So do you think that this answers elements of that Kane is now needed?
I mean, didn't they get knocked out by some
Zagreb? Yeah, where Kane missed an open goal. Yeah, Kane missed an open goal. Yeah.
So how do we know that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you'd expect them to beat Adobe FC, as Shane said, man. It's
even with the C team they put out, like, come on.
Who started? We were playing our C team.
I saw Brand-Gill. I saw him trending. I saw Winks was there. I think Lord Charles. But see, even if it's a C team, have these guys? They're called PDF. You see, you lost to a file type. So at this rate, .rtf is going to say what's up to you. Doc will say what's up to you.
JPEG.
You know. So like, what was it?
Man.
I mean, like you literally lost to a file. See, my thing is, like, I think the Europa Conference League. See, guys are just being abusive. The Europa Conference League now. Yeah. Hence why, for me, I think that Mourinho shouldn't play in the Europa, because that's what I'm getting. I think the UEFA Conference League is almost like what the Europa League was like before it got a bit more significant because you could get a Champions League spot. This is like Spurs obviously want to get top 4, so there's no more incentive to do anything in this competition because the winner of this tournament gets a position in the Europa League, and who wants that? So I think this is basically the new Europa League. Like, so if any big team, Roma, Spurs, whatever, plays, and they're like, yeah, we'll play our second team in this because we want to do well in our league and get into top 4. Shout out to your boy Abracadabra, who says HH Lodrich over Iniesta. Come on, your logic, world class dot. Look, we're gonna discuss this on Sunday. That's gonna be our Sunday debate. So leave all of your abuse and hatred for Sunday, because we're gonna discuss Iniesta against your boy Modric. Don't worry, we'll discuss it, man. So look, man, we're gonna be building up obviously to Chelsea Arsenal, huge massive game happening on Sunday. But I've now remembered, Red Devil, your DM, Arsenal Football Club. So these guys apparently, I heard Coutinho. Is that feasible? See, because first of all, I'm not sure what's happening with Arsenal right now. You know, and I said again, Red Devil, like, if Chelsea lose to Arsenal, specifically on Lukaku's debut, it's a post-match stream is cancelled. You know, I'm like a post-match, it's cancelled. Like a post-match stream is cancelled. Like
24 hour at least, man. No, not 24.
No. Like, see, I can't have that. I can't have that. You know, I can't have that. So my thing is, who have Arsenal? Like, is the Arsenal Coutinho thing, is that real? Because I know that they've got, I think Odegaard is confirmed.
Yeah, Odegaard and Ramsdale.
But aren't they paying a crap ton of money for those two also?
Well, I think I'll just share this Twitter post. Give me to keep on speaking. I think.
Yeah. So no. Okay. So let me get this to you, boys. So your boy Dinab says, thank you. Says that 80% chance Haaland will go to PSG. Raiola will push for it, in my opinion. No. No. For me, I don't think PSG are on the map. If what PSG are about, and I'm not sure that it makes sense, is Cristiano. They're on that Cristiano state of mind. So my thing is, if Mbappe leaves, they go for Cristiano. And my thing is that Haaland, in my opinion, I think just thinking of Haaland's psychology and mentality, I don't think he goes to PSG. For me, it's between Real and Bayern and Chelsea. Real, Bayern, and Chelsea. So it's between those three teams. And I think most realistically, it's Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. PSG, they're not even on the freaking radar. They're not on the radar, and I don't think Haaland will want to go. See, Raiola can't just force him to go and play for a club that he doesn't want to play for. And personally, for me, I don't think that he would want to go and play for PSG because, like, that's now Messi's team now. Basically, Messi runs that team right now. Neymar is a side chick, and Mbappe doesn't want to be a side chick. Hence, why he wants to come over to Chelsea. So,
yeah. So this was
that's crazy.
My comment was that
that's disgusting. For Ramsdale,
the Cronkies don't spend money. I mean,
Ramsdale, Odegaard, and Ben White. 129 million. That's more than Varane and Sancho going to mid. That's why Arsenal is a mid-table club now, because they do that.
Wait, they spend 129 on a dude called Ben White from the pub. Red Devil, I saw Ben White at the pub like a few hours ago. Like, Ben White is just he's like a lad, a chap from the pub, down the local pub.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Ramsdale is. What's a Ramsdale?
What's a Ramsdale? Well, apparently he gets two clubs relegated. I think the last two times he got both teams relegated that it was at.
I mean,
look, the fact that Liverpool aren't even in this list at all.
Oh yeah. Liverpool, they've not even spent one kobo, man. They
bought Kante.
Kante, but that was like ages ago.
Yeah, that was
freaking ages ago. You see,
30 million, I think. I can't remember.
See, my thing is, hence why, like, you see, if Arsenal have to accept, and this is what we said when we did that whole emergency hangout after the whole Brentford loss, is wait, what's it called? Sorry, I think you dropped into the wrong live thingy, bro. I think try xx.com. This is the wrong one. This is the Half Wolves Football Hots. XX. It's the third turning onto your right. Third turning onto your right, bright red lights, it's over there. This I think you took the wrong turning, bro. You took the wrong turning, bro. Thank you. So hopefully you'll find a way. Remember, drive safely. See, my thing here is that 120. See, Arsenal have to accept that you are now a mid-table club because, see, guys, I'm scared. I am scared and I am terrified of what could happen to Arsenal this season. Because I don't even want to say the name relegation, because this is why I said them like that. Aubameyang, like I said, they're not really ill. Bro, they don't want to be part of it. They are faking illness because they know that, look, if these guys are in a relegation and dogfights, I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah.
You know? So I mean, look, man.
The clubs have said they are open. There's kind of rumors swirling that they are open to sell, at both Aubameyang and Lacazette. So there's clearly something has happened. Because from what we can tell, they're wanting to potentially start a striker. Sign another forward this season.
Okay, so you're saying that. Because it's weird that they are ill, and it just seems very cryptic, the whole Aubameyang Lacazette thing. Because my thing is, so do you believe it is actual illness, or do you think it's something?
Well, it can't
or do you think it's because this guy says it's COVID? If it's COVID, why don't they say it's COVID?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they haven't said it's COVID. They just said that all they said is they're ill.
ill, yeah, and the thing is, there's a specific, like, oh, okay, they've got COVID, so they need to isolate
protocol. Yeah,
there's protocol. So it's like it's not like it's not known. So the fact is, and the thing is also, but both of them is also what I find quite strange. Like, okay, both of them are both at the same time, and then you don't know when they're going to be back.
Sketchy.
Because so we don't know what their illness is. We don't know because again, people say, "Oh, he's ill, stomach bug, flu, headaches." All we know is, "Oh, they're ill." We don't know when they'll be back. What? I've never heard of that baby before, where somebody is ill with an illness that no one knows about.
Hey, let me just share you this. This might be the starting 11 that Arsenal feature against. Let me just minimize it.
So Odegaard's already signed and done. Like, he could play this weekend.
Oh no, I mean, I doubt.
No, they said. I think they said that he could potentially play.
Potentially. Here's the thing. That's not a top 6 side anymore. That's what you say is mid. They're competing with Leeds now. Look at that team.
See, my thing is, give this team to a good manager. They're not. No, now this with Jesus, God, or Moses are not sniffing top 4. With a really good manager, this team can battle for top 6. Arteta's from the road. So a guy from the road giving this team, bro, this is mid-table. Like, this is mid-table. This is mid-table flirting with top 6.
But the key in HH is that this is the team this is the 129 million team. So you spend 129 million, and you're like, what actually has improved here? Is Ramsdale really better than Leno, and then Ben White?
And they even forgot about Emiliano Martinez. But do you know what is wild? Because I saw a post that showed PSG's business this year. I think PSG have only. I think the only money they spent was on Hakimi.
Yeah, it was Hakimi.
Everything else was free.
Yeah,
that is easily based on money spent and players you got. That is easily the best transfer window that has ever been seen, easily, because like that's just wild. You see, the reality that Arsenal have to face is, and that's why some Arsenal fans can't accept this, is you're now a mid-table team. As in, it could be saying where like, oh no, because before we said Arsenal are mid-table team, like you can actually be a mid-table team. That's why I'm now scared for Sunday, because I'm scared for Sunday if Chelsea lose. So that's what we're coming afraid, because it would really harm the narrative, because I am scared that history will repeat itself. Because remember, we were at this point here when Lampard, the tyrant, the dictator, was during his evil reign, and the notion was these guys were fighting for relegation and so forth, and so I was like, nah, we're all good, and then they go ahead and Arsenal pretty much say what's up to them. But look, man,
that was the beginning of the end for Lampard, though. Do you think that if Arsenal beat Chelsea, then that could be a similar thing for Tuchel, where
No. Like Tuchel actually has a brain, man. Actually, I want to ask you guys another quick thing before we go. So Sheldon Hunter says that there's no such thing as the Big Six anymore. No, yes, 3 years. No, there isn't. As in top 4 year, but Tottenham and Arsenal now, they're no longer in there. No, because I think Leicester City have disrupted that. And I think Everton may disrupt that. So you see, Everton may come 6th. Leicester City may still end up 5th. I think Everton may come 6th, because for Tottenham and for like Arsenal, I think that they're looking at 8th or 9th, bro. They're looking at 8th or 9th. So, but yeah, like that notion of a top, like, see, Arsenal, man, it's a fall. It's a serious fall, man.
It's not good.
Because this guy, so I want to address this, man. Since we're here, man, because we're going to talk about this much more on Saturday. But since you guys are here, so you obviously heard about the the abuse that homeboy got.
Oh dear.
This is the way it is. So Werner was trending because some dude said that I don't want this dude at my club, and then a lady said, "Wow, just be at my club, blah blah." And then this lady was basically defending the dude, and Werner said that, "Yeah, man, thank you for the support and so forth, blah 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 blah." So see, I want your take on this. Hence why on Saturday I want to have a much more wider take and a wider discussion about this, because my thing here is, see, I said I wouldn't do that because it's not in my personality. But I'll be honest with you, I laughed when I saw it because I found it funny. Because you see, before I saw the video, I thought that the person was being really abusive. So I was like, oh, no, that's wrong. But when I saw the video, I was like, the guy just said, I don't want Werner out from my club. That was funny. And even they laughed. But my thing, though, is Werner is a garbage football player. That's a fact.
He has a goal. He has a clutch goal in the CL semi, though.
Relax.
He's a banger.
That's Hazard.
So my thing is, if a guy is crap, shouldn't you tell him he's crap? Or should you just continue to encourage him? So let me come first to Puya. Like, what is your view and your assessment on you shouldn't criticize a player out in the open, and that's rude and that's wrong? Like, where do you stand on this whole Werner debacle thing?
I just think that guy, like, it's okay. Like, footballers need to be criticized, because then how do they know? Like that's what you get paid the big money for, is taking criticism, not just from the coaches, but from the millions of fans across the world. So, but the problem with this situation is, it's like fans are coming back. It's an open training session. I think Chelsea hasn't done one of those in a long time at the Bridge. And it's just really good vibes. And then he had to come in there, and like the whole stadium can hear him.
Quickly, just wait. Bayern fans, when I say Werner is crap, he's crap for Chelsea, but he would be amazing for Bayern Munich. So if you still want this swap deal can still be done. So keep in mind, I say he's crap for Chelsea, but Werner would be superb for Bayern Munich. Sorry, Priya, continue.
But yeah, it's just the time, like the setting. It was the wrong setting. Like, the whole stadium could hear you. It was like hooked up to the microphone system. The players could hear you.
It was loud. It was loud. It was super loud.
And I'm like, and I think it was like the first open training session at the Bridge that Chelsea's done in a while. It's just like this overall good feeling. All the fans are happy watching the play. Lukaku was there, his first training session, and that was kind of just souring the mood. So it's wrong in that sense, but fans shouldn't. Part of being a fan is to criticize players, so players know they need to do better, because sometimes the coaches isn't enough. Sometimes the fans getting on their back is what pushes them the hardest. So it's, from that point of view, it's okay, but the setting and the timing of it, the guy doing it wasn't optimal. It wasn't the best.
Current Red Devilman says that I bet HH enjoyed that. That idiot is a big fan of you. See, why do people think that people think that I sort of helped to influence that dude? Of course, I mean, I'm just a regular dude, just giving my view on a guy who I think is a brainless football player. That's it. But all because he's a brainless, trash, piece of crap player doesn't mean that you should be saying that stuff in that setting specifically. Red Devil, what do you have to say about that guy who was very, very, very rude and abusive and was cyberbullying?
All Timo Werner has to say is, "Where's your Champions League?" That's it. That's literally it. Like when people do all these things, like, okay, where's my Champions League?
Wait, Red Devil. No, you know that Arbeloa has a World Cup and the Euros. Arbeloa. Yeah.
And he can do the same thing.
No, he can.
And the thing, but the thing is,
Stefan Givash can say that I've got a World Cup.
But the thing is, HH, what Werner can say is that at the end of the day, I balled in a major semi. That's what he can say. I got a clutch goal in a semi against a top team, Real Madrid. Can you name me top players that have done just that? For example, someone like Eden Hazard. Has Eden Hazard ever gotten, a clutch semi-final goal, or even scored in the final?
I think so.
He scored in the Europa League final, right? But
he scored in the Europa League
final. He's scored in the European Cup final.
European Cup final. he score did he score in the Champions League though?
What? No, he said no. He scored 2 goals in the European Cup final. It was a European Cup final, so I don't know what you're saying. He scored in a European. Also, by the way, like see, like you can include what he wants, man. But I think you guys need to look at what my boy is looking at right now, because I think that season is here, bro. Season is here.
I'm just saying the dude scored a clutch goal against Real Madrid. He stepped up in a major final.
No.
And he has a Champions League.
Okay, come on.
What can you say? You know, I've given you a player who's a top tier player who doesn't have a Champions League. You know, all I'm saying is, if I'm Werner, what do I say? I'm like, listen, I scored a clutch goal. I helped us to get to the Champions League final, and I have a CL. What do you have? And he ends up with that. Zard, what is this guy? What has this guy achieved aside from Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, in his first full game for Real Madrid, because his first full game, he's already had an assist of the season.
No,
was that assist in a major European final?
No, assist of the season. I said of the season.
But was that in a major? We're talking about levels here. Against Alaves, that's fine.
I know. But yeah, it was the season. It means it was the best assist of the entire season. That's what it was, like, of the whole season. So my thing is, like, guys, I think because he's been listening to all the stuff you guys have been saying, and I think I don't want to put so. I think we could have a very, very big season from your boy, Eden. Also, I'm saying, I think we could have a very, very big season from your boy, Zad, man.
Now, Werner will have more goals.
No. I didn't say I didn't say it was going to be short. I just said he could. I'm saying that we could. Okay, look, Puya, do you believe that Zad could say what's up this season? Like, based off that assist that he did, his man of the match per performance in the opening game against Atletico Madrid. Do you think that he could say what's up this season?
Yeah, I think I spoke on this a couple of days ago on the Saturday Hangout. If he stays fit, yes, because we all know what a fit Hazard can do. The two years ago, like, he was carrying Belgium on his back at the World Cup. He was tearing the Prem apart, taking on West Ham by himself, the whole freaking team. Like, he was doing amazing things, but injuries, this and that, it's gone his way. But it's not even
after he flopped against Wales. I can't remember which one.
All right, whatever. But we know his quality. That's like, and it's not even staying fit. Like, it's staying uninjured. You could put a fat Hazard out there who's not injured, playing for 60 minutes. He could do something as long as he can get to that 90-minute fitness. If him and Benzema start balling, because we know Benzema's balling. He was balling at the Euros, even in that Switzerland game, that touch and everything. He's gonna ball again. If Hazard balls,
why didn't Hazard ball at the Euros?
He was injured for the Italy game where De Bruyne flopped.
I mean,
if Hazard was fit for that game, Belgium win.
I mean, in general, I mean, he didn't really ball in any of the European games, really.
Yeah, no. Against Portugal, he was the best player before he was injured.
Really?
Like, he was the best player on the pitch before he pulled off injured, 100%. These are the facts. Like, so I don't know what you're saying. He literally was the best player until he was.
The facts are Daniel James has more goals and assists than Eden Hazard.
The facts are Man United haven't won a major trophy in 4 or 5 years. Those are the major facts. When is okay? No, I asked first. Can I just ask a quick question? When was the last time that United won either? Guys, this is a live show because this is like a pop quiz. Anybody who gets this can get a prize. So this is a pop quiz for live chats and for Red Devil, even for me as well. When is the last time that United either won the Premier League, the Premier League or the Champions League? When is the last time? Like, what's year?
I'm not sure.
It's nearing a decade. It's nearing 10 years.
I'm not 10-year anniversary. I don't know. I'm not sure. Can I ask you a question though? In response, can I ask you a question?
It depends.
When was the last time that Chelsea won a treble?
And service too. From Abracadabra, who says, HH, if Nigeria gets knocked out in the group 24 hours,
yeah, that's
I triple their Nigeria to get knocked out of the groups. Like that, they wouldn't stay. They wouldn't. They would get knocked out of the groups.
They would. That's the problem. That's the fear. They would dare.
Well, hold up. Area 51. Don't say hi. Are you the real Area 51? If you're the real Area 51, can you confirm whether there are aliens or not? So don't say hi to me. Don't say, oh, hi. I don't want to say hi to you. If you're the real Area 51, two things. Can you confirm whether there are aliens? Secondly, did we really land on the moon or was that fake? Please. So don't say hi to me. Just answer those questions to me. If not, get the heck out of here, man. Thank you.
Ghana winning AFCON? No. No, I think Michael A says Ghana winning AFCON. I'm like, guys.
No. That's not like that's not happening, man. That is completely not happening, man. So, guys, look, man. I mean, before we round off out of here, man, as I said again, it's a massive, huge weekend for Chelsea, man. And guys, tomorrow we pop off. We pop off. You might see me on the football terrace earlier on in the evening for a little something. But you will definitely be seeing me here at 10:30 p.m. We hope to have some Chelsea fans. We hope to have some Arsenal fans if they're brave enough to come on. We're going to have a big preview as well as answering some of your questions for a nice little Q&A get together with Chelsea and Arsenal fans ready for the big game on freaking Sunday, man. So, I mean, look, obviously we'll probably add more to our predictions and so forth, but as of right now, it could change by Sunday. Red Devil, what happens on Sunday, man?
Where is this? Is this the Emirates, isn't it?
Emirates.
I don't know. I'm sensing this might not end well for Chelsea. I don't know why. Maybe because, like, again, fans back. Because bear in mind, fans back, Emirates, packed stadium, stuff like that. And just the fact that clearly Arteta has done this before, where he's going to be very defensive, he's going to be very compact, and make it difficult for Chelsea to break them down. And in the last two games, that's what he's did, and it's worked. It worked against Lampard, and it worked against Tuchel as well, and they didn't really have anything. If Lukaku plays, that might make a difference, but I can't remember Lukaku ever really having a really great game against. Aside from when Jesse Lingard made that his Arsenal his stadium, I think Lukaku was involved there, but Jesse Lingard scored predominantly more of the goals than Lukaku, but Lukaku was involved, so he might do something, but I don't know, bro. I just have the suspicion that Chelsea might lose this. Something like 1-0. Not a spanking, but maybe like a 1-0 or something.
Puya, do you have a better scoreline for me, please?
I got you, bro. Listen, if Brentford can score 2 goals against that shitty crap Arsenal team, that fake top 6 team, the fans that think their team is still relevant, I think it's going to be bad for Arsenal. I think.
Yeah, but they beat them home and away last season, though.
Okay, but now Chelsea are now the European champions. They're way stronger, and Arsenal are 30 times worse. Arsenal suck.
How are they worse than they were last season? And they still beat Chelsea home and away.
Okay, well, are Aubameyang and Lacazette going to play? Are they still out?
Nope. Yeah, they're still out.
This is going to be bad. This is going to be a bloodbath.
But see, for me, Puya, I want to turn fit. See, for me, I'm very careful here because I don't want to look embarrassed. Chelsea could still lose. They could still very much lose. But all I'm saying is, if Chelsea lose and so forth, someone is going to get attacked, man. So, guys, man, remember, follow Red Devil Studio on his channel. Puya, thank you very much. Hope to see you back. Maybe I'll see you on Saturday for the Hangouts, bro, so we can talk more, man. So, guys, peace out. Stay true, stay real. One love, man.
Later.
Peace.